gorgeous.
All day long we've been seeing custom Corvettes from the first generation, the late 50s, early 60s, some of the mid 60s roll across the block, bringing six figures easily. It's nice to see one of these 1959 Corvettes that has been redone and done to a really high standard with that period correct lock that they've got in there, the fuel injection. Well, it's like these subtle changes, you know, they got rid of the chrome spears that went down the back. But do you call them tusks or do you call them suspenders? I guess it depends upon whether you want to insult it or kind of, you know, add to it. This thing is just beautiful. Top to bottom, inside and out.
There are certain builders that restore cars to original, and those names are bank. Like Amos Spinner with the Thunderbirds, Kevin McKay with these early Corvettes. You know, just having that kind of provenance, that's money in the bank. First, it's money to Barrett Jackson.
$150,000 to be precise.
Congratulations to that gentleman.
Of those four headlights. Really good shoot Corvettes. We're working our 8th of 9 hours. Your day is over, ours continues, but this is a labor of love. This is Barrett Jackson, now on the block. Car that Tyler showed us earlier, 2022 Ford Shelby GT500.
Big splitter in the front, optional carbon fiber wheels. First application on a series production car. Carbon fiber wheels, we're going to see more of those as we go forward. They weren't cheap. They were trying a carbon fiber track pack at $18,500.
Well, on the windshield it says 18 miles, but I just checked the odometer. Technically it's 19.9. You know, that's going to drive around the grounds here. You know, when Carroll Shelby was first starting Shelby American and building cars, building Cobras, I don't even think he could have imagined. Here we are, all those decades later, with cars coming out of his company, even after he's gone, bringing the kind of attention and the kind of money.
$115,000 to be precise for that Shelby GT500. There's another car coming up. Not really good. 1970 Datsun in the United States. Made by the same owner his entire life until recently. Check it out. The all-new line of Barrett Jackson merchandise and apparel is now available. From road rallies to the office, there are many stylish options for the car owner. Available year-round or online at shop.jackson.com. A lot of trouble over the years, but now it's all trouble to see. If you want to step away from it, you understand. Well, I've been wanting to back out from trouble. Yeah. If you play that gun now, you will kill everything that you have ever stood for. For every mystery, there is someone, somewhere, who knows the truth. Perhaps that someone was watching. Perhaps it's you. You may be able to help solve the mystery.
That's pretty neat. That's our history. Like that's it.
This wasn't that long ago.
No.
How do you decide what's natural?
I'm a doctor.
No. I'm a doctor. Anyone at all got a genuine medical problem?
Wow, you're good.
Let's give you something to help on my way. Why don't we let the doctor do his work, Mr. Trent? That's the doctor.
Friday night, get your butt over here for some wine and travel. And you are hot as
Mom, and stop torturing me!
I have made fire! Okay, let's do this.
Welcome back to Barrett Jackson Scottsdale. Moments ago, this wild 1927 Ford Custom Racer crossed the block. Where do you start talking about this? 540 cubic inch Chevy engine, blower, 6-cylinder carburetors, on and on and on. $185,000 at the hammer. And we move on now to a 68 Camaro Z28 RS.
Well, Jerry McNish, the in-house Chevrolet expert, was up here talking about what a great car this is. Built in the United States, but then exported to Canada, so they have all of the original records for it.
And the reason for that is General Motors forged all of those early production records at one point. It just became too expensive to keep records on all those cars, and they weren't selling history. They were selling brand new cars. The only exceptions, GM of Canada and Pontiac Motor Division preserved their records, and thank you for doing that. So note the stripes here. If the stripe ends at the spoiler, that's factory. If there's stripe down on the trunk roof below the spoiler, it means the spoiler was painted